Mhm.
Because the fact of the matter is this, if you truly knew that mindset was your superpower and affected every single result and experience in your life, wouldn't you dedicate time to it every single day?
Mhm.
Probably. But most don't. They say, I'll get to it because I got all these other things to do that seem to be most important. This is where
Mm.
most entrepreneurs have been fooled to believe that all of these tasks that you need to be doing are the most important things that need to be
Mm.
done.
Mm.
So that's the first. So it's underrated. The second U is essentially it's underestimated.
Mm.
Again, the power of it is underestimated. It's no different than I like to describe it like this. So, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you, David, but it's definitely happened to me. I buy a book,
Mhm.
but I still haven't read it yet. I leave it there for a long. It's happened to most people, right? You leave it there, it's on the shelf. I just need to pull the book off the shelf,
Mm.
open up the pages, and start reading,
Yeah.
even if it's just one page a day.
Mm.
And it's the same thing with mindset. It gets underestimated, it gets put on the back burner, it's left there. One day I'll get to it, and the one day never comes.
Mm.
It just gets left there.
Mm.
So it's underrated, it's underestimated. And finally, the last one, it's underutilized purposefully.
Mhm.
And I say purposefully because as I said earlier, you're using your mindset.
Mm.
But now when you start to become more aware of how it actually functions, you can purposely use it. So it gets underutilized purpose. Putting any purpose to utilizing it it's just underutilized.
Mm.
So now, and anybody listening, I can let them off the hook. It's okay. There's a reason why you're not utilizing it.
Mm.
There's a reason why you're not utilizing it purposefully and why you underrate it and why you underestimate it. It's really simple. You just don't believe in it enough.
Mm.
You still don't have a strong enough belief that mindset actually is your superpower.
Yeah.
And that's why you leave it there.
Mm.
So that to me is the biggest issue when it comes to entrepreneurs is that, hey, listen, do you know why mindset is actually your superpower? Do you want to know how it actually functions? How it works? Do you want to know what you really need to be focused on?